So it's Monday here. It's the Moody Monday pick me up video for today. So it's the lots of happy kit, but I spruced it and zhuzhed it up by adding some bees. Hi Suzanne, hi Linda, it's lovely to see you. Hope your mum's doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. I hope you stayed at home and had a nice evening on Saturday. But yes, so I added the bees behind, and I added the lovely gold strips. Oh, hello, Barry's on. Nice to see you there. Or it might be Jay, but I think it's probably Barry. So some gold there and a little bit of the gold honeycomb there. And I just thought it was nice to sort of jazz up something that we've seen it before. We've had lots of, this one's got the hexagon shape behind it. Hexagon? Is that right? The honeycomb, anyway, shape behind it. I just thought it was nice to see something that we've seen before, but then do it a little bit different. You'll have to excuse this envelope. I need to swap this one out now because it just had a sticker on it, so I have to take that off. So that was the workshop we did, and I met loads of lovely people, and the fabulous Alison and my upline Diane and my gorgeous Teamy Jane as well just helped me out amazingly through that class, and we met loads of new crafters. It was great fun. So these were our make and take packets. As you can see, they look very interesting. What's she going to do with all that lot? So we use the Timeless Tulip bundle. So I'm going to show you the Timeless Tulip make and take that we did. Then you can play with it at home. If you've bought the Tulip, hi Michelle, if you've bought the Tulip stamp set from me with the punch, then you can recreate this at home. And if you haven't yet, Nina, then now's the time that you need to get on and get your tulips purchased. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is set up our stamps, and the way we did this at the show, this was one of Sarah's ideas, was that we would show a little bit of masking going on, and I liked that. So we worked really well together. I think it was a good group that we had, the three of us there. Sometimes it was really busy and sometimes it was really quiet. It just depended on how, just if one of us was doing make and takes, then I had to dash off. Hi Paula, I had to dash off and talk to my workshop people. I know now how Natalie felt, always running around, never having any lunch. So Natalie, I take my hat off to you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we set this up. So you're going to have the tulip in the middle, and then we're going to just put the block on top of it. And then we are going to have, what do we want? We want to have that one peeking out from that side, that one peeking out from that side, sort of up a bit and down a bit, maybe a bit more over here, a little bit more over here. So you're just kind of doing your layout on your block, and then you're going to pick up those on your block and squeeze them apart. So now you know where your tulips are going to land. Okay, and where that's going to go. So I will show you what else we had. What else do we have? We had obviously they need these things. What are these things? Stalks. Yeah, we needed stalks. We used both stalks, and we used the leaf as well. Yeah, we used a lot of stamps. But we didn't actually use any of the sentiments from that. What we decided to do was use the sentiments from Sending You Thoughts, which was the celebration set. So you could add this to your order if you wanted to, or you could, hi Nori, hi Suzanne, or you could add the papers that we were using as well. Our bundle actually included the papers, but we could actually also include the stamp set if you wanted. So those were our sentiments. We're going to use the straight one, we're going to use the curly one, and we're going to use the leaf. There we go. Okay, so we've got all those on. Then for our sentiments, we are going to make I want to make a thank you card really. So actually, what did we do? We used the poppies as well, which I don't have in front of me. Where are my poppies? Let's see, have I got something else in here that I could use? Bear with me. I'm just going to grab something. Dun, dun, dun. No. Oh, look, there's a sneak peek of something that's coming next week. What else we got? I want to use a thank you. That's what I really want to use. What have we got over here? Hold on. Well, I've got a little thanks, but I haven't got a big thanks. Kind of want a big thanks. Never mind, let's do a birthday, because we did use this one. So let's do a birthday. Did we use this one or did we use this one? Actually, I think we did this one. Let's do this. A wish with a great big wish for happiness. Yeah, let's do that one, because that's a nice size. Slightly smaller stamp block. There we go. Yeah, let's use that. So the colours that we had were Old Olive. Oh, Angie's on. Hi, Ange. Nice to see you. And Jan. Oh, you're going to have to go out. Okay, well, I'll make it as quick as I can. Oh, no, I've lost my memento. Hang on, I've got to go and get my memento. That's because it's still in my kit. I'm not done it yet. Hold on. Urgh. Okay. I do need my memento, because my memento is kind of important. Right. Okay, here we go. So this is what we had. So very simple supplies, really. One stamp set. Okay, 2 stamp sets, including the sentiment. But you could easily, if you wanted to, whoops, use this. Happy Mother's Day. Actually, maybe I should make myself a happy, but no, stop, moving on. Happy birthday. You've got a happy birthday in here too. These are a bit smaller. We wanted a bit more of a punchy sentiment for this particular card. So maybe grab your favourite sentiments. The poppies go well, these go well, all that kind of stuff. Janice is on. Hey, Janice. And Kayla. Hello. Oh, we've got everybody on. Marvellous. You will also need a Post-it note. Okay, it's exciting now. You're going to, oh, what's she doing? What is she doing? So, Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, Memento. I feel like I'm slightly punch drunk because I had class yesterday as well. So, not only did I have my the show Friday, so we had prepping for the show Tuesday, Wednesday, set up Thursday, show Friday, show Saturday, class Sunday. Hurrah! I know, I'm mad. I know. But hey ho, it all worked out fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly right. Okay, so we've got our card base. We've got our little cut piece here. What's this? Matte. That's the word I'm looking for. Matte. Hello. Hiya, Kayla from Australia. Lovely to see you. We've got this. Let me tell you what this is. So we've got Thick Whisper White base. Okay, and if you're watching and you think, oh, that looks a bit thicker than normal. Yes. This is our Thick Whisper White. It's really good. You should get that for your card bases. It's really nice. Then this matte is Daffodil Delight, and it's 14.4 by 10. And then we have a Whisper White, which is the standard Whisper White. You can tell it's a bit more floppy. This is 9.5 by 13.9. And so this little tiny strip from the coordinating papers, it's called Pleased as Punch. This strip is 9.5 by... I think it's 2. Fairly convinced it's 2, but I will just double check, but I'm sure it's 2. Yeah, 2. So you need those, okay, and that's what we're going to work on first. So if you have some grid paper, then you can pop it on here. I do have grid paper. In fact, I'm going to use that so I can show you what we did, but I need to find a clean bit. Ooh. What's this? Okay, this is not a clean bit, but it is grid paper. You'll have to excuse the state of this, but we're going to use it just to show this piece of masking. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go kind of just by eye, chop your card into sort of 3, and then go across with your piece of Post-it note. Do you know what? I actually find it much easier to do it this way. It's just me. It's my eyes. I can't see, especially if I'm sitting down, I find it much harder to do it that way. So I find a line like one. I'm going to go with this line here, and I'm just going to pop it on this end, pop it on that end. There we go. So that's then just mask that bit off, okay? And that's all we're doing, so just doing a bit of masking. So, but it's just handy to do it with Post-it notes because they're so easy, and everybody really has them. And they stick, so that helps. So now we are inking up, tap, tap, tap. For those of you who are at the show and I did your make and take with you, you're going to be like, oh, she's going on about that whole tapping thing again. Tap, 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 and then halfway between the top and the bottom. That's what I say. So about here-ish. That's sort of halfway-ish, isn't it? and then hold because it's photopolymer. So as one of the Stampin' Up people used to say, I'm so wonderful, I'm so marvellous, I'm so wonderful, I'm so marvellous. And by the end of that, you believe it. There we go. So that's the tulips stamped on there. Then we're going to just pop the other piece of cardstock on, and this is just it's just a 7-inch strip of Whisper White. It's nothing special, but it's really helpful for when you are stamping your big tulip. It fits so close to the edge. Stamp it onto that extra piece of Whisper White. I'm so marvellous, I'm so wonderful, you're so marvellous, you're so wonderful, we love you all, thank you so much for watching. There we go, that's it. So just that's all our yellow done now. That's the only reason why I wanted to do that. Take that out of the way. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take our old olive. Oh, I found some fluff over the weekend. There we go. Right, we're going to do our curly one. So this is our curly curved stem, and that's going to go to the bottom of, probably should have done this, I think this tulip was at a little bit more of an angle when we did it yesterday. Yeah, should have been at a little bit more of an angle. I might just make the middle one a bit curly then in that case. So we'll do that for the middle one. Then I'll get the straighter one. The straighter one's going to work better for these. Yesterday we did the curly one to the side, but I think I didn't quite set my tulip up properly. So there we go. I'm going to do this, and then this one's okay. I'm going to do this. Lovely, look at that. See, two tulips and another stem, and then get your leaves, and you can decide. You can either have the big leaf at the big part of the leaf at the top, or the little part of the leaf at the top. And actually with tulips I don't think it matters so much. Pop that one in there. Might put this one over here, and again it doesn't matter if you overlap the stems, because that's really how tulips are. And if you wanted to, you could even add some more in the middle. Some people were doing that as well. Actually, I quite liked that as well. So we're going to just add a thicker one on this side, just down here, and then a thinner one coming in up here. There we go. So now we've done our stamping with our tulips. Now, and our stems, so that's all those done, so that's good. Get those out of the way. Start stacking these up over here so they're out of the way. Then we're going to pull off the post-it note. Look, it looks like they're in a basket or something, doesn't it? Aren't they gorgeous? Lovely. Get rid of the post-it note, don't need that anymore. But you can always reuse them, obviously. You don't have to just bin them. Then we're going to take our punch and our tulip, line it up in our punch. I'm going to have to lift it slightly because the lights are just throwing my eyes off a bit. There we go. And then if you hold it halfway, you've got it, and then you can crunch it down. And everyone was like, oh, I get a free leaf. It's like, yeah, you get a spare leaf. Go and do something with that afterwards. And then we have our little tulip, and that's going to sit in the middle there. See, kind of works well, doesn't it? I think I had these ones a little bit closer. I think I could have moved them in a little bit, but I didn't. But that's okay. You can adjust them. I quite like it like that too. So then we have the strip of, coloured paper. Now, as you can see, this one's it's new. So it's coming out quite well. So just dots. If you're not sure about glue, and some people do struggle with our glue, I find dots are always a good thing to go with. Should have left, where's my paper gone? I've lost it now, haven't I? What have I done with it? Grid paper, here we go. I'm back with my lines. Sorry, I just I find it easier to also line up. Since we've already got that nice line sorted out there, we can just follow that line along with the paper, then get that stuck down properly. And then you know you're straight, which with my eyes is always a good thing. Okay, get rid of that. So I do recommend getting grid paper, even if you get the small mini grid paper. If you don't have a lot of room at home, get the small grid paper that is used for the Stamparatus. It's perfect for stamping on, using for stamping off on if you want to do a lighter technique and all that kind of stuff. It's just really good stuff. Okay, so then what we did is we're going to ink up our sentiment. There we go. With a great big wish for happiness. I quite like that. That could be a thank you card, could be a Mother's Day card, could be anything really. And we had lots of labels there. Just see if it'll fit this one. Yeah, it does fit that one, but I think it'll look better. This was that was the timeless label. I just like it in the pretty label. It just looks lovely in the pretty label. So we're not going to put anything. Ooh, I'm just straightening, keeping it straight. Keep it straight, Pip. We're not going to put anything behind it other than what's here already, because we've already stamped and everything, and we've got the lovely set papers and whatever, and you can put it wherever you like really. I'm just going to assemble this and put this together before we finish everything off. But see how quick and easy was this. It did take some of our ladies a little bit longer over the weekend because some of them had never stamped before, so you know, they were finding it all kind of amazing really. And I love that, finding new people who've never stamped before come along to a craft show and then start stamping. That's just the best feeling ever. Oh, I got a heart. Oh, thank you. I couldn't see who it was from, but thank you for my heart. And you're all the right way up this time, which is always good too. There we go. So we had different options of bases. We had Daffodil Delight. We had various things. Daffodil Delight, Basic Black and Old Olive. They were the three that we had, but you could do this with anything. And you can see, I hope, that the original inspiration of this came from, do you remember the mistake tulip that I did? You know, the one where I dropped something on the card? Yeah, that was the inspiration for this card. But obviously we didn't drop anything on this one, so that's good. Right, so then we need some dimensionals. And as I was explaining to the ladies, we don't want any soggy middles. So we'll put 3 on here. Make sure it's not going to go soggy. There we go. So what else have you guys all been up to over the weekend? Did some of you I know came to the show, but some of you, what else have you been up to? Tell me your weekend stories. I might just make this one just tilt just a little bit, because tulips they're not necessarily always straight. I quite like the fact that sometimes they're a bit tilty. Who had fun this weekend? I love hearing, especially if you've been crafting. I think everybody's either eating their lunch and not typing, or I've got a delay going on. I might have a delay going on. Okay, so I'm going to pop that down there. Hope that it's sort of centralish. There we go, that'll do. There we go, so that's that card that we did, based on the card that we did at the show. So if you came to the Create It show, please do say hi. It would be lovely to hear from you. But if you didn't come to the creative show, that you couldn't get there, then I hope that you'll be able to make that at home. But I do have something else. Leslie's on! Yay! Woohoo! Leslie's our new teamie. Leslie's a new royal. Yay! Oh, yeah, Leslie came to the show. She also had never stamped before, and then she just fell in love with it all, and now she's a royal. So we're all very excited about that. I'm so happy. Yay! And I'm so glad you're here. That's lovely too. Cool. Well, now I'm going to show you something else that you can do. Rather than the tulips, with exactly the same pieces of cardstock, because I like doing that, you know. That's a bit bright, that, isn't it? I'll just turn that whizzy down a little bit. There we go. Yay, I know, I'm so happy. Okay, yes, this will work. Actually, where's the other one? Oh. Okay, so these were the other two. Michelle's on. Michelle also came to the show. Woohoo! So, I know your big box of goodies is coming soon. Okay, so these were the other two colourways that we had, and I wanted to just show you something that you could do with exactly the same pieces that we used for the show, but with a different stamp set. So this time we're not going to be doing any die cutting. I'm just going to stay with collage stamping, but this time we're going to use Positive Thoughts. which is one of the stamp sets from the new mini catalogue. I say new, it's been out a month. It's been out nearly 2 months now. So it's from the mini catalogue. And it has these lovely images on it. So it has this beautiful fern, like, it's not a fern, but it's like a spray of leaves, and then a beautiful butterfly, a little feather. I love the feather. Gorgeous flower. I think that's a chrysanthemum. I'm sure somebody will tell me if it's not, but I think it's like a chrysanthemum or a big like dahlia flower, something like that. This has now gone really dark, so I'm going to bring that back up again. And then it's got this little motif down here. Can you see that? And then hugs, prayers, love, sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes, which I do quite a lot. Friends like you mean more every year. Well, I've got quite a few friends that I could send that to too. I will show you the dies because it does come with a set of dies. And this is the stamp set and die set. This is the bundle that we're going to be using next month for my class in a box. Hey, Vicky's on. Hello, good morning. Well, actually, over here it's afternoon. So, okay. Oh, look, I've lost loads of people. Obviously, we've had internet because the rain. Urgh. We lost connection there for a minute. Oh, Amanda's on. Jan did Scrapbook Club on Saturday. Lovely. So, yeah, so this is a beautiful set of dies that comes with it. You get this gorgeous, like, dotty frame, which is smashing. Some lattice work pieces. Lovely. 2 butterflies, 2 feathers. This feather's yummy. This feather's like, if she can get it off. Come on. There we go. This feather's, it cuts a feather shape, but it also embosses it as well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Doesn't match with the image. That's this one. But it is beautiful. Some frondy bits, some dahlia bits, and something to cut out the leafy bits. So it's a fabulous set. This is the bundle that's going to be my class in a box. So next month. So you buy the bundle and a set of metallic pearls, and then I send you 6 cards in the post with everything to make them all up. You just need inks. So there you go. That's really good, and that's a sneak peek, and nobody knows that yet apart from you. So we're going to be using that set. I'm going to need to take some of these off, aren't I? Ugh. Good job I got my little chamois with me. So we're going to be using the chamois. We're just going to clean those off for a second. It won't take 2 seconds with the chamois, because I think we're going to need this one for the big frondy thing. Let's do this. I need to wash my chamois. They are clean, but they could do with a bit of a wash. Let's pop that one on there. Okay. This is going to be a muted card. It's not going to be something that like just woof, pops out right in your face, as it were. It's going to be a little bit muted, but I like that sometimes. Hey Amanda, how you doing? I hope you're doing all right down there. Not too wet, windy? Ugh, miserable. Okay, so I want to use the same pieces, but this time I've got the old olive. Should I do the old olive or should I do the black? I might do the black, actually. Let's change that up a bit. Let's do the black. Yeah, let's do the black one, because then I can add in some different colours. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. There we go. So the dies that go with the positive thoughts are only available until the end of, well, at the moment they're only available till the end of March. Whether they're going to carry forward or not, I think they are, but we're not. I can't say for definite. So I think they are, because I think this is carrying forward. So I think the dies might carry forward, but I don't know. It's just a pip hunch. Don't you know, hold me to it if they don't. Yes, black. Yes, Amanda says black too. So yeah, so I don't know whether it will or not. I think it probably will, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so all I've done at the moment is I've taken out, actually that's this one rather than that one. So I've got my Balmy blue, which matches this colour here. I've got my Bermuda Bay, which matches this colour here, but then I've toned it down. Rather than going for the Granny Apple or the Old Olive, I've toned this down to use the soft sea foam, okay, because I just want these to be sort of there but not there, if you see what I mean. You'll understand in a minute. So we're just going to stamp once, then without re-inking we're going to stamp again. Okay, and then I need my grid paper back again because I'm going to do that whole stamping off thing I told you about. So here we go, stamp that off. And notice now I'm not using the I'll pop another one over there. I'm not using the what's the word I'm looking for, the foam mat. I'm not using the foam mat. Actually, I think I'm going to put something in here. Let's just go here. Yeah, I'm not using the foam mat for this because it's a rubber stamp, so we don't need the foam mat for the rubber. Okay, we only need the foam mat for the photopolymer, and that's because the rubber already has the foam on it. See, it's already got the foam attached, whereas with the photopolymer you have to put the foam back on, if you see what I mean. Okay, so that's that. Let's move that over there, and then we're going to use the, I'm not going to use the dies, even though it would be lovely to use the dies, but I just want to do this just sort of collagey and flat, and I think it will still look great. Okay, so this is Bermuda Bay, and I'm just popping the butterfly just there. See, it's a beautiful butterfly, gorgeous. Okay, then I'm going to take the actually what I really want to do is I want to pop that down first. I'm going to put that down first because I like this little there's this little fleur-de-lis kind of thing going on, and I've got an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work, so don't hold me to it. If it doesn't work, we won't do it. Okay, just as simple as that. Just saying, don't hold me to it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to take it off and do it again. Okay, so we'll pop this down there. Oh, see, I got rid of my thing again, didn't I? So I don't know if that's straight now, but I think it is. Looks straight, I think. Okay, so I'm going to, this is a really quick card. This is way quicker than the other one. I have a long punch, but none of the punches I think are going to be long enough to fit that sentiment in. Okay, that needs to be stamped out on a piece of cardstock. So I'm going to go back in with let's have a look, which one should we go with? I want to do a different one. Maybe I'll make this one Happy Mother's Day. Could do, couldn't we? Because it is coming up to Mother's Day soon. I might do a whole different thing on Mother's Day because I'm not sure whether this one's going to turn out quite the way I wanted to. So we'll do Happy Birthday. Let's do Happy Birthday. There we go. Right. Are you all enjoying it so far? Hopefully you are. And then we're going to stamp this one in black again. Have I got a block that's the right size? No, let's just swap that one off. Oops. She says, trying to find, I've put the chamois down somewhere. Here we go. Yes, so you're going to get your chamois in your kit, Leslie. So it will end up looking like this, Leslie. Do not panic. Oh, you're at work still, Amanda. That's no good. So yeah, so it will look like this. Once you start putting ink on it, it ends up like this. Don't panic. Just rinse it out. It'll stain, but it won't come back off on your next stamp when you use it next. So do not worry about that. Okay, so we'll put Happy Birthday on, and we're going to do that in the black so that it pops against with the background. Oh, boring being at work, Amanda. That's not good, is it? Eh? Like that. There we go. So put that down. Oh, that wasn't for me. Okay, fair enough. Well, I don't mind. You tell me, I don't mind. That's okay. And then we're going to use the that was somebody else asking you to do something for them, wasn't it? Yeah, we can. They always ask you to do something when you're at work, right? So then I want to pop this out. Okay, like so. Now the happy is just a little bit off, so you have to decide whether you want the birthday in the middle or the happy in the middle, and then just cope with that. Okay, don't panic about that. I'm going to go like that. You can't see what I've done now, can you? I'm going to go like that with the birthday in the middle. But what I wanted to know was, And what I'm going to try is, dun, dun, dun. So this lovely little motify bit, yeah, I kind of think it will. I am popping this on a, which one's easier to work with? Sometimes it's easier like that, yeah. So I'm going to pop it on a little block, and I just want to add it in under here, but I want to add it in really lightly. So we're going for Balmy blue, which just adds in another kind of blue colour, and then we'll see how dark is this going to come up. Well, that'll be fine, that's okay. So I just want to pop it in sort of just there. It doesn't have to be actually on the you know, perfectly on the punch. Do you see what I mean? It just adds that little bit of extra edging to it. Can you see that? See that? That's just a little bit of extra edging, and miraculously I managed to get it almost up and down, so that's good. Like the pointy bits are actually going in the right direction, opposite each other. That's the word I was trying to say, so that's good. Okay, so then we'll just glue this to the base, and again, just not a lot of glue, a little bit in the middle. Try not to overwork your glue, because otherwise it does soak into the cardstock, and then sometimes it comes through and we don't want that. Pop that on there, nice. Oh yeah, that black is lovely, really nice. Then we'll pop that on to our base. There we go. Obviously not everyone's having a school inset day, because some of the other girls I know who work in schools are not on here today, so I'm glad you are. There we go, Debbie, I'm glad you are, Debbie, that's good. Right, okay, and then see, this time I'm going to raise this up and pop this a little bit higher, so you've got a little bit more here, a little bit here, going across there. We'll pop that up on some dimensionals. She says where she's put her dimensionals. Here we go. Then we're going to go in with the magic brush. Okay, because we all need a bit of magic brush in there. Like, I could see that going, but I couldn't stop it. I had my dimensionals in my hand. Right. Yes, I've got a pile of stuff now sitting next to me. Right, okay, so I'm going to pop that up just about there-ish, I think, so the birthday sort of goes along the edge like that. Lovely. And then I'm going to go back in with my wink of Stella. Sheila's on. Hi Sheila, just coming in as we're about to finish, but you'll get the whole sight of it. So this wink of Stella is just beautiful for adding just a little shimmer, and if you let your ink dry just a smidge, then it doesn't blend your ink as much. Okay, if you do it straight away after you've stamped it, then it gives you a lovely blended look along with the shimmer. But if you wait a little while, then you get less blending, which actually is what you want when you've got highlights and lowlights going on in your card. Okay, that one's running out. Oh, this one's not even got any shake. Hold on, let me try one here. Let me try this one. This one's got some shake. Let me try this one. Oh no, that's got something on it. Oh no, I've put black on it. There we go. Come away, come away. There we go. I didn't wash it off after I'd done my last one. There we go. But that's now coming out. That's coming out nice. But see, it just doesn't blend it quite so much as it would do if you did that when it was first inked up. And sometimes you want it to blend and sometimes you don't. And I think when you've got a few highlights going on, especially in your especially with your distinctive stamps, then the less blending look is sometimes better. But it does just add a glorious bit of what we call wink shimmer. There we go. So ignoring the bit of black that I had on there, can you see that shimmer? Yeah, there we go. You can see that come shimmering away, so that's good. And so I decided that I also wanted to shimmer the butterfly. Now this one has been inked a little bit more recently, and so you can see immediately that it's picking up that colour. and giving us a bit more of a colour blend. See that? And I don't mind that, I like that look. So you can sort of add shimmery blended look to your butterfly. But can you see how it's pulled in the ink a little bit there? Okay, you're going to catch up. Oh, you've had 3 scam calls this morning. Oh, Sheila, you need to just learn to block the numbers. That's what I do. Block them. Block them, block them, block them. Don't let them get you. That's what I say. But still, you know good enough that they're scams, so that's good. Okay, so hopefully that's lifted you on this moody Monday, because it is really moody and gloomy over here, and given you some ideas of what we did at the Create It show, what you can do just to take the same elements but just a different stamp set. We've looked at all the different things that we did with the Lots of Happy kit, so hopefully you like that too. Oh, Debbie, thank you. Oh yeah, Easter, well, replay until Easter, that's cool, and then April will be away. It'll be great. You'll be here every week for the 2 weeks that they're off. 2 of my favourites, butterflies and flowers. Yes, exactly. So and just those sentiments, you know, just using a punch just really pops them up a little bit like that. So simple stamping, that's me, that's what we are here, but with a punch or 2. And I do like that masking. So those are what we did, as I say, at the weekend. Have a look coming up next week for my online class with this set, because it's gorgeous, even though I say so myself. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got lots of lovely stuff coming up next month. Thank you, Leslie. You look out for some nice stuff in the post from me. Your welcome pack will be on its way this week for joining the Royal Stampers. I'm so excited. And yeah, there'll just be lots more. We've got more blogs going up. What are we doing this week? Tomorrow we are doing, do you know what, I only looked at it this morning and I can't remember now. Oh dear, I've done a video since then. So yeah, we've got 2 videos this week coming up. Oh, we're looking at dies. Yes, of course, because this month we are looking at dies. Trying to include dies in our crafting, but it was a bit tricky to include dies when you're at a show, so that's why we haven't got any this time around. Next month, I can't remember what I'm doing next month. Next month I've got something different. I think it might be stamps, so we might have stamps next month as our theme. I will double check. So far this year we've done embossing in January, dies in February, and we'll see what we're going to look at in March. So yes, 2 videos this week coming up all about dies, and actually some more with this stamp set. I'm going to give you another sneak peek coming up on Thursday, because Thursday is our Stampin' Creative blog hop. So on Thursday I'm going to be using this set, and we're going to be casing Shelley Gardner, the co-founder of Stampin' Up. So come and see that on the blog on Thursday. Alrighty, thanks ever so much for watching. You have a lovely, if rainy day out there today. And oh yes, Leslie, good. Keep looking out for the posts. Yes, for different posts. Yes, exactly. And I'm so glad you can't wait to get started. That's really good. And yes, I will be back here again on Monday. So thank you very much for watching. You take care now, everybody. See ya. Bye.